followed the week on Facebook. October 16, 2017, President Trump went ahead and disavowed the agreement to prevent Iran from developing nuclear weapons last week, and essentially none of his peers or cabinet secretaries agree with his decision, John Oliver said on Sunday's Last Week Tonight. He played a clip where Trump explained his thinking, then pointed out how everything Trump said is factually incorrect, leading to a premature celebration. "It turns out nothing matters anymore," Oliver said when it turned out Trump is still president. "I'm sorry. He didn't know what he was talking about. I thought that was meaningful." Trump didn't sink the deal himself so much as kick it over to Congress, but the damage to America will be long-lasting nevertheless, Oliver said. "Countries need to know that America will honor its agreements, because if they don't, that's going to be an issue no matter who the next president is." So, he recapped, "This Iran deal decision is equal parts dangerous and bizarre. Trump is asking Congress to fix a deal they don't realistically have the ability to fix, bypassing the agreement's built-in process for restoring sanctions if Iran doesn't comply, which, remember, everyone agrees that they are doing." And he also threatened to pull out of the deal himself, even though his Secretary of State already said that he wouldn't. But who knows if those two are even speaking. "The end result can't be called a foreign policy so much as an incoherent mess," Oliver said, comparing it to a scared monkey in a submarine randomly pushing buttons, an adorable image until you realize that we're all on the submarine. There is NSFW language. Peter Weber 921 a.m. ET. For a competitive sum, you may own an authentic, sweaty, game-worn LeBron James jersey, as well as the internal warmth that comes with a good deed done. The NBA season tips off Tuesday, and the NBA announced that along with broadcasting partner Turner Sports, it will be auctioning off the jerseys worn by players in opening night games to go toward relief efforts from Hurricanes Harvey, Irma, and Maria. The funds will be routed through the One America Appeal, a philanthropic effort spearheaded by the 5 living former U.S. presidents. Tuesday's 2 inaugural matchups are between the Cleveland Cavaliers and the Boston Celtics, and the Houston Rockets and the Golden State Warriors, which means threads worn by the likes of James, Kyrie Irving, Chris Paul, James Harden, Steph Curry, and Kevin Durant may be up for grabs. The auction begins Tuesday at 7 p.m. ET, and will run through Thursday, October 26, at 9 p.m. ET. In addition to jerseys, autographed memorabilia and game-worn sneakers will also be available. The NBA will also run a promotional social media campaign Tuesday to raise awareness and engagement for hurricane relief efforts. The first game of the season, between the Celtics and the Cavaliers, tips off Tuesday at 8 p.m. ET in Ohio. Read the league's full announcement below. Kimberly Alters NBA on TNT will auction game-worn jerseys, other gear from tonight's season openers to support hurricane relief efforts. Pic.twitter.cut6brew70m, Jeff Zilgert at Jeff Zilgert. October 17, 2017, 856 a.m. ET. President Trump announced Tuesday that Rep. Tom Marino RPA has withdrawn his name from consideration for the head of the Office of National Drug Control Policy. "Tom is a fine man and a great congressman," Trump tweeted while sharing the news. Rep. Tom Marino has informed me that he is withdrawing his name from consideration as drug czar. Tom is a fine man and a great congressman. Donald J. Trump at Real Donald Trump. October 17, 2017. On Sunday night, 60 Minutes and The Washington Post reported that Marino had worked for 2 years to push through a bill promoted and apparently written by the pharmaceutical industry that stripped the Drug Enforcement Administration of its biggest tool to fight prescription opioids entering the black market. Trump said Sunday that we're going to look into the report and that a long-delayed declaration of the opioid crisis as a national emergency could come next week. Yavalang 825 a.m. ET. Chipsamoda Village at Images. President Trump has gotten some flack for claiming, falsely, that former President Barack Obama and other ex-presidents did not call the families of fallen troops, but that was only one of the bits of indisputably fake news Trump spread during his 2 interactions with reporters on Monday, by Mike Allen's counter Axios early Tuesday. Obamacare isn't dead, for example, because Trump's repeated efforts to repeal it failed, Allen notes, and the President and Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell aren't closer than ever before, because both men and their staffs have been trashing each other in public and private for months. Trump spreading fake news isn't new, Allen concedes, and, yes, 35% of voters don't seem to care. But that doesn't make it any less dangerous. You can read his list of other demonstrable untruths, a few Trump keeper quotes, and a bonus prognostication from Stephen Bannon at Axios. Peter Weber 811 AM. ET Morning Joe co-host Mika Brzezinski was unable to hold back her thoughts Tuesday concerning President Trump's erroneous claim that his predecessors did not call families of fallen soldiers, media ET reports. Can Trump make a moment, perhaps just one, not about himself? Brzezinski asked, shaking her head in disbelief. It's really hard to watch. It's unbelievable. It's just gross. It's offensive enough, agreed co-host Joe Scarborough. What is doubly offensive is, he makes it about himself. Boy, it's really tough, and then he brings up his petty, long-running, insecure, pathetic, sad, weak dispute with the 44th President of the United States. This is rock bottom, Brzezinski said, when he speaks like this about our heroes. Later in the segment, Brzezinski marveled what good, honest person, with a sense of duty and honor to this country, what person who loves America would say something like that. Let's just say it. There's nothing good about it, it's horrible, not a good person. Watch her remarks below, and Trump's original comments here at the week. Yavelang 736 AM. ETU.S.Backed forces seized complete control of the Islamic State's de facto capital of Raqqa, Syria, on Tuesday, a commander told the Associated Press. Brig. Gen. Talal Salo deemed the victory the fall of the capital of terrorism. Following the liberation of the National Hospital in Raqqa, SDF fighters take down Daesh flag raised in the center of the city. Raqqa YPG.Twitter.com Kirksavia, Rojava defense units at Defense Units October 17, 2017 fighting with ISIS militants had been pushed back to a stadium in Raqqa, the terrorist group's last stronghold in the city, and on Tuesday the Syrian Democratic Forces at last raised their flag over the base, Reuters reports. The Kurdish YPG flag was planted in the stadium grounds. ISIS has lost massive swaths of territory this year, including the city of Mosul, Iraq, and its forces have been pushed back into the Euphrates River Valley, where experts expect the militants to make their final stand. Yavelang 701 AM. ET Chibsamoda Village ET Images. Nobody loves talking about Hillary Clinton more than the nighttime pundits on Fox News. But during a press conference on Monday, it was a Fox News reporter, John Roberts, who asked President Trump about the woman who beat him by nearly 3 million votes and still managed to lose the election. Specifically, Roberts asked Trump about Clinton's comments Sunday that the NFL players kneeling during the national anthem are assuming a reverent position, to demonstrate in a peaceful way against racism and injustice in our criminal system, not protesting our anthem or our flag. Trump was happy to answer at length. I mean, honestly, it's that thinking, he began, that is the reason she lost the election. On Twitter, Tommy Vietor, a former spokesman for President Barack Obama and current co-host of the Pod Save America podcast, said asking Trump to comment on what Hillary said about the NFL is a stupid, clickbait question and a wasted opportunity to push him on real issues. Do better. Roberts pushed back, leading to a fight about Fox News doing free PR for Trump and treating Clinton as a permanent Fox News boogeyman. Vietor versus Clinton remaining relevant to the discourse because she has not yet left the stage. Then Roberts tried to end things. Well, have to agree to disagree. As long as HRC operates as a shadow president, what she says carries relevance and weight. John Roberts at John Roberts Fix October 16, 2017. It caused some confusion, and a cascade of wistful tweets. Sir Roberts jumped back on Twitter Monday night to explain that he does not believe Clinton has created some sort of shadowy presidency, but was merely employing a British parliamentary term used to designate the opposition critic as a metaphor. He did not say if in this shadow parliamentary America, Prime Minister Trump might call snap elections, or if Lady Clinton might challenge him. Peter Weber. The Seymour Speed reads.